Okay. I brought this up at the beginning of the stream that I actually wanted to do another YouTube video this weekend, get back into making videos for the YouTube channel. The video will basically be on is now a good time to come back? Because I think a lot of people are wondering that. And I don't see a lot of people giving good answers on that. And I think there's 2 points to it, Extros. I think if you are a very detailed oriented city builder, I think it is questionable, because I think it depends on whether or not you are okay working with the systems that are in place in order to do the detailing. That being said, I think if you already own the game, if you already own it, or you have Game Pass, or you're looking at it and you're like, man, maybe it is time to try it again, I would say that right now is a pretty good time to come back and give it a try again, because it is a very different experience now. There's like a challenge to the economy if you want it. There's a lot of base game detailing tools that are really good. I think it's a good time to come back if you already own the game. If you don't own the game or are still a little hesitant about coming back, I would recommend waiting until the official asset editor comes out. Because I think once that point happens, I think you're going to see the workshop flooded with custom. There already is a lot of custom assets on there, but like the way that you have to download them, I am still just a little concerned about the stability of your save after an official system is put in place or on updates that make changes to the asset editor. I am still a little concerned just because it is, with how it's done. Not that it's done poorly or anything like that. It is great, and if you want to use it, you should use it. I'm just concerned. That's all. I think waiting for the official support for the asset editor, all of their assets will probably be ready day one anyways. But I do wonder how old saves will update to the correct way to import stuff. So that's my concern with those. Will we get the gray square buildings that happened when we moved over to Paradox mods, when people were using custom assets from Thunderstore. So that's kind of my concern with that. So I would say I would recommend, if you already own the game, give it a download. Try and see how it is. If you don't own the game, I would say wait until the asset editor's out. And if you're really hesitant, I would say wait until the asset editor's out. But boy, is it a lot better now. Boy, is it a lot better now. Even as a new player, it's a good time to start. Yeah. I think if you're coming from CS1, though, and you've been hesitant, maybe not. Especially if you were playing heavily modded CS1. Late game economy bugs when I played and it launched killed it for me. I wouldn't say that they're there. There is still some bugs. There is quite a few mods that fix some of them, like the homeless bug, for example. There is an issue with crime where there's just like always crime in some people's cities. I don't have any, thankfully. But there is a lot of people are having issues with like constant crime. They said that's the number one thing to tackle when they get back is fixing that crime bug. They tweeted that out today because they're on their mandatory European vacation right now that companies in Europe have to offer. So when they get back in the office in August, that's like on the top of their bucket list of things to fix. So but I would say I'm not late game yet. I've been kind of taking it slow. I've been doing some detailing. I've been doing some economy. I've been doing some logistics, some highway management, all that sorts of stuff. So like I'm moving slow on this city. But that being said, I have been enjoying myself, and I can't necessarily say was enjoying myself this much when the game came out. Like it is in such a better state now, and with the modding workshop that exists, like it is a much better game. So, and I think everybody had their own unique problem with the game when it came out, so it's not a one size fits all yes or no, because each person was frustrated with something different about the game. So like some people did not give a shit about the economy stuff, right? Like detailers, for example, just did not give a flying fuck about the logistics of the game. They just wanted to use it as their personal sandbox. And those people have different wants and needs and desires and like points at which it's better for them to jump in versus somebody who's looking for traffic management stuff or logistics or building a really large city or something like that, So There's a lot of people to be pleased on Colossal Order's side. And so there is like a part of me that does empathize with that. And also makes me recognize that not all of it's gonna be done at the same time also. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it, is that I think if you already own the game, you should give it a shot again. I think there's mods to fix a lot of the issues with the game. There's people working on mods to fix issues with the game temporarily until they can do the full fix for it. Because again, Band-Aid solutions are not perfect. And you know, fixing the core issues takes longer. It's like a Band-Aid versus a stitch is how I always like to refer to it as. Modders do Band-Aids, and sometimes Band-Aids are exactly what you need. You just need a Band-Aid for your boo-boo, right? But what the devs do is a full stitch, and sometimes that's absolutely necessary because it will keep bleeding, it will fester, and bad things will happen. But stitches take longer to do. So that's kind of where I'm at with the game, and what I would say to you. 100% agree. The game is in a better state. It is in a better state. Is it in the state that everybody wants to be in? No. And that's the problem with answering the question, where it's like, it's in a state now where I feel happy playing the game, but my needs, wants, and desires for the game are different than everybody else's, right? Like Moose, for example. Moose is a big-time detailer, and the game isn't fully in the state where he wants it to be able to only play Cities 2, right? Like, he does still play Cities 2, and like, I think he's happy with the current state of it, but like, it could be better, and he has different wants and desires than I do for the game. Whereas like, I'm just like, everything about Cities 2 already is better than what I wanted or what I had in Cities 1 in terms of what I like out of the game. And most of that is just stability and graphics. Are you shitting me? I take it back, this dog game, bro. What? Cancel the trip. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to Finland. Boycott, divest, and sanction, folks. Finland's going down. No, that's I think it's my computer that's causing that issue. Not Cities. I ended my stream yesterday, guys. I went upstairs, and when I came back downstairs, my computer had crashed, and we were not playing Cities. So now I'm becoming more and more convinced that it's not a Cities issue, and it's actually my computer. I don't know. I think that's kind of where I'm at with the game. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying building the city that I'm building, and I have ideas for other cities, and I feel incentivized right now to... oh, we're done with the sunglasses. I don't have to do that anymore. I feel incentivized to play the game like I want to, which was not how I felt a couple months ago. The small buildings have really kind of like made me feel a little bit more comfortable playing the game too. Like, I don't feel like, oh fuck, I have to place a massive elementary school again. You know, I think the urban and small school variants now have also made it feel better. So